Hi, back to normality, back in the usual space, and Happy New Year to you all. It is AEW New Year's Smash tonight in an hour. I've left this one a bit late because it's been a night and a day, very eventful, and I'm just going to do the preview as we normally do. So, we haven't got a match card order or anything, but I'm just going to go through as random as hell. So, the most recent one we just got confirmed was Bandido versus Beast Mortos with Sammy Guevara in the corner. I'm just happy we're getting Bandido graps. I think Bandido wins, obviously. He's got the upcoming title match against MJF at Maximum Carnage. I think there's two ways this can go. I feel like either this happens and, there's an interference by MJF or whatever, or I just think it's just a win and he does the call out to Max. I don't really know. I think Bandido wins. I think it'll be a great match. We haven't seen Mortos in a while, so it's always nice to see him. It's not nice to see Sammy Guevara, but, you can't win them all. I think Bandido wins. I think it'll be super cool. Of course it is Bandido. He's the guy. Next, we have a Tornado Trios match between the Death Riders and the Conglomeration. We have Claudio, Marina Shafir, and Danny Garcia versus Tony Storm, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong. This will be obviously a continuation of the match on World's End. That was really fun, really entertaining. Hopefully we get a lot more Tony and Orange. That'll be fun. I think this match will be a good meaty part of Dynamite. It'll be fun, obviously. I'll know what it'll want to be. Honestly, as long as it's just a solid continuation of said match on World's End, I'm happy with that. I don't really know. I think you give Death Riders the win and you kind of build this a lot more, but Death Riders and Conglomeration's been going on for a while now, so it's kind of a bit weird where we're at, but honestly, I'm looking forward to this match. I'm looking forward to see more Orange and Tony. Who I think wins, does it matter? I feel like Death Riders win on this one, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So, our next match we have confirmed is Ricochet versus Jungle Jack Perry for the AEW National title, which happened because Perry pinned Ricochet in the match at World's End 0 Hour. It was 0 Hour, so obviously getting the title shot. I think it's not off the cards that Jack Perry wins here. I feel like New Year, it's going to be a big event, and obviously they'd like a title change in some way. I feel like this makes sense. This could be a good title change. I don't know if they will do it. I feel like they're going to not push Jack down the singles route. I think as much as they could, and the C2 shows that, I feel like this one is Ricochet locked up through interference. Maybe they build a Jurassic Express versus GOA feud. That could be fun. But either way, I don't think Ricochet should lose, but I wouldn't be against the idea. I think it'd be a great way to have this year start off. And honestly, you think about how well Perry did in the C2. It's a good way to reward the guy, so I'm not against that idea. I think the match would be great. I think any match involving these two individually would be great, so them joining together, that would be fun. It would be really fun to see the characters bite off. I assume Jack Perry, it's my bold prediction, he's going to bite Ricochet's bald head. That's my prediction. But I think Ricochet wins, but I wouldn't be against the Jack Perry win the national title. I wouldn't be against that at all. Our next match is the TBS Championship match between Willow and Mercedes. The third match between these two ladies, 1v1. I think Mercedes retains. I feel like obviously the downfall with the belts getting lost is happening. We all know that. I think the TBS again is the last one to go. I feel like this match would be phenomenal. Of course, we've got two previous matches to prove that. But I feel like this one, I don't know. I feel like this, not that it won't be phenomenal, I just don't think Willow wins. As much as I'd love Willow to win, obviously, I just feel like Mercedes, that's going to be the last one. And I feel like, as much as I love Willow Nightingale, and you all know that, I just don't think this is the right call for her. I think it's stat, isn't it? So, it'd be a good match, and maybe this leads into Mini Monet appearing again. That could be fun. But maybe you get a Mini Athena. I don't know, because Athena's not really happy with Mercedes, so yeah. I think Mercedes wins, and I think we get some sort of Mini Monet interference, because why the hell not? So, our, not match, but our segment to talk about is MJF with the title. It's going to be a celebration winning the AEW Men's World Championship at World's End. So this is what I meant with the Bandido match. Bandido obviously has the title shot with MJF. Either this will tie into Bandido having his match, so maybe Bandido interrupts and they have a promo off, then that happens. But I think Hangman coming out is a certainty. I think that has to happen. Maybe Swerve, maybe Joe. I don't really know about those two, but Hangman, because of how MJF won the match, Rob and Hangman. I feel like maybe you have Hangman and Swerve come out both go at a max. but then the ops are still sent out, and then you have to kind of build them into the tag again. But you know, maybe that's the way. But I don't think Max will definitely be, you know, top tier shithead and not give the title shot. And then Bandido, I think Bandido and Max are gonna have some interaction backstage. This promo after Bandido's match, whatever, it's gonna have to interlink because you got to build that match. It's one of your biggest baby faces versus one of your biggest heels, and so it just makes sense to do. But I think the segment will be fun. Hopefully we get some classic Max one-liners. You'll probably call Swerve Diddy again, because why not? But yeah, I'm looking forward to the segments. Should be fun. Should have Hangman and Bandido. They're my two certainties. Got to have Bandido in there to build the match, but Hangman feels like a lock. So our final match is our AEW new Continental Champion after winning the C2, Jon Moxley versus Josh Alexander of the Don Callis family. Jon Moxley doesn't know what a break is, but we love him so. I hope we get a promo with Mox at some point. I do, because it feels natural, but even though we got that after the C2, maybe not. I feel like this is obvious Mox win, but I also think it's obvious it bleeds off until Don Callis family versus the Death Riders feud. Maybe you get an interference with Okada and everyone. That could be, I think it's got to happen. Fletcher, this is the thing, you got to go with Fletcher and Takeshita because that's still up in the air. But Okada's going to have some thoughts and probably have a promo or attack Moxley in some way. Definitely building Death Riders versus Don Callis family, so it makes sense. But this match will be phenomenal. Josh Alexander's one of the best workers you got in the company, and Moxley probably is the best consistency worker out of the whole company, so it's a match made in heaven. I don't think we've ever had this match before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm really looking forward to this just as a technical match, regardless what it bleeds into. But this should be phenomenal. If you've got no real interest in this card, this match should really intrigue you and it should steal the show. And honestly, it's an excellent way, whatever is positioned, to kick off the new year for AEW. Really can't wait. So that's everything that's confirmed. Do I think anything happens backstage or, you know, any impromptu? I mean, Statlander feels inevitable. You've got to kind of have something with that. I feel like, again, you've got to have MJF and Bandido interact. I think I would like to see something with Samoa Joe maybe backstage or not. I feel like that has to happen. And maybe this isn't happening tonight, but maybe for Collision, but possibly for tonight, something to do with FTR backstage. Stuff like this, you know what I mean? There's got to have the World's End bleed off, so I feel like they make sense. But I'm looking forward to Dynamite New Year. I think it's going to be great. I hope you all are too. And because this is, you know, very tight schedule, it's like I don't have that long to get this edited and out. I'm going to leave it here. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year. I hope you all enjoy it. And I wonder what you all think. So, yeah, all the best. Great New Year. Let's go AEW.